Hey, how's it going? I'm feeling much better today. Hey, New Vivi, what's up? We're just gonna play some Ace Attorney. That's what's up. All right. Might as well get right into it. So hey, Pookie, what's up? So last time we played, there was a bit of a faff because I couldn't figure out what to do. But I think we should be good today. If the volume is too loud or something along those lines, if there's something I need to change with the volumes, please let me know because I've been messing with them. Yeah, so I think I played up until we couldn't get Edgeworth to talk to us, but now I think he should be there. Yes! Perfect. All right, here we go. February 23rd. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Sounds good? Thank you. All right. Oh, wow. I haven't seen this guy in a while. Not crunchy anymore? Good, 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 good. I'll keep my mic away from my face, though, to keep that as is. Crap. What was his voice? Guests. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Uh-huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Oh. Right. Does the hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. The heck is that? Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Foreshadowing? Really? Okay, Inquiry Committee. Alright. Hey, Yoon! Hey, Callum Connors! So, how did the Inquiry Committee go? How did the Inquiry Committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Yoon, do you, I don't know if I've seen you in Ace Attorney stream. Do you play Ace Attorney, or do you know about it at all? Do you know anything about it? Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. Finally having time? Oh, nice. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Not really. I had vids on TikTok, though. Ah, okay. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. How are your exams? You wanted to watch walkthroughs? Because I know you had like a ton of exams, and you're finally able to do something else, it seems. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Tomorrow's trial. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the prosecuting attorney. However, something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him like this out of sorts. Okay, so I assume I present him with something, right? Edgeworth, tell me about... I don't know, this? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Did you use the walkthrough to get? Yeah, to this point, yeah, I did, essentially, yes. Not exactly exams? Oh, really? Hungarian school system is strange for some. All the teacher are making us having surprise Surprise test for winter break? That sucks! Oh my gosh, winter break pop quizzes. That's awful. Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay, so I do have to show him some evidence. But what? Perhaps this glove? Jump scare exams? Actually. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe this? I'm just gonna present everything to him until something gets some sort of reaction. Evidence room floor plans? No. ID card record? Oh, right. I better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. Really? Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. Man, what's going on with me? The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I better make a note of it. Oh! Evidence from the past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. Interesting. No wonder the students are eating expired cheese. All the ones they announced a bigger one 2 days before loading 20 pages. 20 pages? So how much days until your break then? Stubborn as always, I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. You got any more evidence for me, Edgeworth? Okay, I'm gonna guess probably... not. 1 week? Oh, that's not that far away at all. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me the truth? I skipped a lot of information there that I probably should have read, but whatever. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. Ooh. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. Really? That wacky old coot was involved in a case 2 years ago too then? Out of those 20 pages, my history teacher asked 5 things. Oh, you're off in a week too, Navivi? He was the top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy of chief police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. Yes, a week, and then we're both free. Yay! By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. What is that? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? Fingerprints? Holy crap, this case is giving us all the evidence that detectives should have. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know? I have no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth secretly the good guy. We need this! Edgeworth, I'm really no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprint set and fingerprint file received. Okay, recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint files. Interesting. Detectives don't do anything in the first trilogy. They are useless. Actually, Gumshoe's a detective, isn't he? Like, he's not a police. He's a proper detective, I'm pretty sure. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Wait, where did I see that? In the evidence room, right? Piercings? Wait, BRB in like, I don't know, many minutes. I'll have a bath and I'll be careful with washing my hair because of new piercings. Oh, okay, that's alright. New piercings. Got your first one yesterday? First one ever, or just first in a while? No, I don't know why I'm asking you. You gotta go. Our investigations turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Choose a finger? A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. Probably either the thumb or the index, right? Can't really tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. I'm gonna go with this. Whoa. Okay, now it's time to check out for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. A-Dee, choose a finger? I chose a finger. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter. Chat, if you need to sprinkle some aluminum powder, you have to hit enter. You want a bridge piercing, but you're broke. Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. Chat, if you need to blow out the candles on your birthday cake, you have to hit E. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the advice, A-Dee. No problem. I guess I'd better give it a try. Wait, what? Oh, I have to dust? Oh. Alright. Oh, chat. We're getting filthy. Look at this. Alright, we're blowing. Wait. Did that help? We gotta get the full picture, I guess? Ah, you did it! You found one! That doesn't look like a fingerprint to me, but this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means... Is that a typo? Is it she... I think it means... It think it means? Yo, English translators, what are you doing out there? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Why isn't it a full oval? Well, do you expect the person who left it to sit there and like mash his finger around? I guess it was just, you know, a glance, a stroke of a finger touch, I guess. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker door again closely. The thumb? It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside of the blood. Oh, like this? Oh, I just noticed that. Wow. Okay. We gotta spread it around good. It's like we're back in arts and crafts class. And we gotta put, like, glitter on our project, chat. Look how much glitter I apply. No, there we go. Now that's a clear one. Oh, come on. Is that not done? Oh. Oh, wrong button. No, wrong button. Oh, I gotta do that all over again. Glitter is awful. Glitter is so bad, chat. Because every time you use it for something, it goes all over the place. It's never neat. You sure are having fun? Yeah, why not? Although, I can't... I can't finish it for some reason. No! Damn it! Don't tell me I soft lock myself or something. Alright. I might have to dust up the whole screen. I might have to hit enter so many times all you can see is white. Alright. This should do it. If this doesn't do it, then I don't know what will. Okay, here we go. Hey! Yay, your print's so clear, it's dazzling. Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Yeah, it did. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we've got from Mr. Edgeworth, and point to the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints aren't in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence log? The person who like it belongs to, right? Who the locker belongs to. Alright, let's see. Similar, but no. There we go. It's Gumshoes! Comparing? Oh, chat, look at this. Future! How is this child more useful than a grown detective? Actually! Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Look at his mad profile. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. No, this was just the tutorial, Nick. This is us learning how to use this stuff. We gotta use this later on. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. One other handprint. Wait, where was it? It was over here, wasn't it? Okay, how do I... Oh my gosh, this case has the most evidence I've ever seen. Wait. Wait, how do I actually use it? Shouldn't it say E or something? Maybe, oh, maybe examine first and then court record? No! Wait, how do I use this? Am I not meant to use it there? It's not letting me use it. What? Examine first? Oh, okay. I think it was here. This is where we got a luminal fluid reaction, right? Right. There was a handprint there. Okay. Want to try using this? There go her eyes, sparkling again. Yeah, check for prints. Let's give it a go. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say that the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand? I guess we're just guessing fingers, right? No? I don't see any other prints. Fingerprints? Wait, I don't see any other prints. And I can't choose these. Is there some that I'm too blind to see? What's going on? Maybe here? Oh, maybe here? No? The fingerprints? No, chat, please. Yeah, I get it. Wait. Oh! Oh, I see, because there was... Ah, okay, I got it. Because there was, that was the other fingers from his hand. That makes sense. Alright, we gotta spread our magic dust around. A-Dee fingers princes? No. I would never. Okay, come on. That's enough. Come on! Is it because I can't get this little corner right over here that you're doing me in? Oh, come on. No. What am I missing? Sorry, typo? Damn right it was a typo. Okay, wait, no, actually, chat, what's going on here? I'm just having to spam... Is this what you're meant to do? Is this just to spam the dust until you can't see Nout? Alright, surely that's enough. Just checking in, how is it? It's pretty cool. Look, we've got fingerprint dusting technology now. And then we get to match it. I hope you're having a good time, Yaworth. Oh, it's Marshall's. Interesting. New Vivi, please. It is enough, and don't call me Shirley. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall! Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record. Found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. Interesting. So Marshall had blood on his hands at some point. That's got to be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. Yeah, I'm having fun. It's awkward because we are a seafood place, and no, don't tell me. Are you gonna tell me you don't like seafood? Oh, okay. That's good. I don't know why... So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. But why would Officer Marshall... Looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. That guy shaves his face a lot? Yeah, he does. You're not a big fan of seafood? Yeah, I feel you. Good, Meowworth? Hell yeah. I don't believe it. To be continued? Wow, okay, we finished that portion already. Sweet. He still has hair? Were you not expecting? Should you be talking about this on public chat? Okay, February 24th, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, bye-bye. Loves, I won't get kidnapped. Meowworth, stay safe. Goodbye. Have a wonderful time. Have a wonderful time. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. The chats are evidence just in case something goes wrong. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, hey, Yoon, you're back! Oh, you just missed Meowworth! She was just here! And your ear hurts? Oh, no! And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they would seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. But, Lana, don't tell me you... It's worse when my grandma's dog bit me. Oh. Chat, dogs... I know dogs have been catching out strays lately, but I swear dogs are good. Dogs are lovely. So get out. Much to regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. The sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. The weirdest part about all of this is that, like, why is she pretending like she did the murder? It's so dumb. If she didn't do it, then she shouldn't be like that. But whatever.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defendant is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is...
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In doing so, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what gets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. Oh, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself, and that's supposed to be an admirable trait?
Very well, let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired in the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Oh yeah, this is the person that they caught, but like... Oh boy, things are getting wild from the get-go. But we never knew who this person was. Oh, never mind, I guess we did find out. Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murderer, sir.
This guy? Yeah, I didn't expect it either.
So, you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, we'd like to hear from you Sir, I'm what you would call part of the younger generation, sir.
Nubivi, this is your generation right here.
A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Please help, sir.
Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order.
Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him for the lack of enthusiasm. Witness testimony. Crime report, sir. Alright, let's hear it.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it! After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
Yeah, and the judge, and you are probably related? Hey! What you on about?
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you. Do unto others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. And you fainted, and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need to hear is more info to work with. You hate this guy? He's okay. I like doing his voice, I'll tell you that.
Okay. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day.
Let's press on everything, as we do. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir. The Blue Badger? Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by Chief of Detectives, sir. I remember. I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
Okay. He's stunned.
I see. Sounds like a very important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Really? Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room?
Tell us, what did you see when you got there? So this is when that blue dude comes in. Yeah, for real.
I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed to the room.
In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. Am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Okay.
There it is. I found it. This is the one. This one right there.
Could you please read us the number?
Yes, sir. 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh. But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Okay. Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time was when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room, and the second time is when I went to get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during that second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Okay. IDs of all who entered the evidence room. Okay, date added to the ID card record. Okay. Oh my gosh, this case is so in-depth.
I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked.
You object? So, you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir. A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you. What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I fought for my life, then I did it.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
Jeez, if he could actually do that, pull that off, snatch a knife from the hand of somebody else, that's pretty talented, I would say. You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver.
Okay, but why is he lying? He's lying?
I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
See. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew...
Yes?
He punched me right in my face, sir. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right. According to a report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
That's nice. It's nice that you recovered, that is.
Being unconscious is super unhealthy, chat. I think, right? For your brain or something? Like, if you're unconscious for a few minutes, it's really bad for you or something?
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now. What do you mean? Well, like, if someone... No, bad for you? Yeah. Well, like, if someone knocks you out, like, hits you on the head so hard that you pass out, I think it does brain damage to you if you're knocked out for more than, like, 30 seconds or something like that. It's something along those lines. I would Google it. Don't take my word for it.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? What is that little jester-looking thing? He looks silly. I don't know, but somehow he pertains to this case. He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins?
I don't know how to spell. Alright, objection. Oh, did you misspell objection?
With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell.
He got a VHS?
Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief delivered it?
What is that? A videotape?
Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Oh no? Why are you saying oh no, Navivi? What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape. I've been knocked out by someone before. Oh no! But it's not... Oh, you weren't hit on the head? Does this mean you have brain damage, chat? I don't know. Well, how long were you out for? Do you know? And was told it had been mistakenly erased.
That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm real good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever. Let's hope not. Yeah, let's hope not.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the evidence of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using that word, murder, sir.
Around 5 minutes? You're probably fine. It doesn't do like... I don't know. Just Google it. Don't trust me. I might be spouting nonsense for all you know. I would Google it. Do a little bit of Googling.
Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
Video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? It probably did hit your head? No, don't Google. No, actually... Wait, what the heck is this videotape? What is this? Chat, we're playing FNAF. This is FNAF gameplay right now. Chat, help me, I didn't sign up for this. Oh, what's this? Who the f... What is it? What in the FNAF? Yeah, chat. Oh, how convenient. The flag blocks his face. What is this 3D render? What is... Hang on, chat. I'm going to read what's going on in chat in a second. But what the heck is happening? It's like 3D rendered. Oh! Oh, they're duking it out! Oh! Oh! It's kicking off! Oh my gosh! And all you can hear is this music? Nah, that's BS. We'd totally be able to hear everything else. Look at them! Damn. He got taken out, chat. This is where I get jump scared. Watch out. Nah, we good. We made it. Okay. Don't Google. Google is arguably worse. No, you're right. You're right. If you Google it, it's gonna tell you. It's gonna tell you some bad stuff. It's gonna be like, yep, you have this, this, and that, and you're gonna lose your mind. It said I have a brain tumor. The way I was panicking. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. They need better camera system. Actually, it's the police evidence locker. Like, why wouldn't they have cameras set up in the corners or something? BRB. All right, see you in a bit.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. That was Five Nights at Freddy's gameplay. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirred within us?
Yeah, you've learned your lesson? No, I started feeling some things at one point. I Googled stuff and I thought I was having a heart attack. It's scary being a Googler. But also, at the same time, knowledge is power, because I did learn what I actually had through Google. What the hell? Whoa, damn, Edgeworth. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. It's the Blue Badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? Security video added to the court record. Video from the security camera placed in the evidence room. That's probably important, and I'm probably going to have to rewatch that several times. Well, it was when you were 8, so you're probably fine. Yeah, it doesn't... Who knows if age affects it? You're probably fine. I mean, yeah, you're fine.
Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter, someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity took place.
Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. A-Dee, what'd you have? Navivi, why are you always trying to get me to open up to you? I'll tell you later. I'll tell you some other time. I don't want to tell you on stream. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
Okay. Oh, witness testimony. We're going back into another witness testimony. The mystery man. That I guess Meekins, for some reason, isn't clear on.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprint to do. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it.
I guess... Unless he had Goodman's, like, severed hand or something. Well, I guess we would find a severed hand, wouldn't we?
What's this about a fingerprint?
You said it like you had a life-threatening condition, my boy? No. Well, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm good, chat. For now. Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright, let's have some contradictions. Mystery Man.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video.
Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife?
Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter.
The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, weren't you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when they are talking to them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I'd bet my badge on it.
Who let him a megaphone in court? How are we supposed to understand that video? We don't know, chat. We have absolutely not the slightest idea. But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people as having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? I had to label your stares as... If I had to label your stares as disturbing or...
Meekins. Oh, what was that? Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please, be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir!
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him.
Well, 'cause... I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do so.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I can't wait for the next game. Really? But apparently the first few cases on the next game aren't the best. Man, where's Goldie at? I wonder what kind of methods he tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
The more I look at Edgeworth, the more I think he's going on my hear me out list.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir.
How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
Yoon is so real for that? People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir, they keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
The cases aren't the best, but I really like the story. That's good, at least. Ah, crap, I didn't read that. However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir? If I may say something, sir?
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock, and it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie.
That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security video? There's probably a problem, I'm gonna say. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction?
Interesting. Before you tell me, chat, what the correct answer is, I have a theory, and I want to test my theory out first, so give me a second, okay? Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. He would want me to point it out.
Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape.
Don't worry, I don't think anyone knows what's going on. Nah, you're probably right.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not...
Oh, okay. Oh, crap, wait. Wait, okay. Emma is like an assistant of Phoenix? Yeah, well, for the time being, for this one particular case. She wasn't for the entirety of the game, and then in this one case she shows up, yeah. Okay, let me check something. No, not this. I need to look at this. Here we go. Okay, so... Well, I was hoping it would tell... This would... Like, Bruce Goodman and Mike Meekins' ID's number wouldn't be so close, but it does look like they both entered around the same time. So then... Okay. Crap, then I have no idea what... Let's see. Someone wearing a trench coat. What's going on? I'm having to point out... I have to point out evidence that there's a contradiction in this video somewhere. Whoa! Whoa! Did y'all see that? Look at the hand! What? Oh, no, that's a glove, right? No, I'm dumb. That's a glove. Right? A glove falls out. Is that the evidence, though? You think that's it? Well, I don't know. What about it? I don't know. Look at Meekins coming in. Look at him. that looked like a hand that just fell out? That's exactly what I thought. I swear I was about to say that is a severed hand, but no, it wasn't. I think it was more than likely, logically, it was just a glove. All right, so there goes the knife. That's when he gets cut, gets attacked. Okay, man. Oh, interesting. What is this? Look, look, look. He's got blood on his shoulder. Is that relevant, you think? He's already got blood on his shoulder. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay, there's Meekins on the ground. Did he have blood on it before? I don't know. But it's suspicious because, like, you know, can I turn this damn sound off? Because it's suspicious because, like, what if whoever it was nicked Goodman's trench coat, put it on, and then somehow got in the locker, you know? I'm leaning toward the blood right now, honestly. Okay, so it started over. Cause like right here, it conveniently doesn't show the blood. No blood. There goes the hand. Chat. Is Goodman, like, dead? Yeah, he was the murder victim. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Well, okay, which is it though? Which one do you think it is? Is it the blood or is it the glove? It's got to be the blood, right? Oh no! No, look at that. He doesn't have blood. He doesn't appear to have blood anywhere until after they... Yeah! Ah, yeah, until after Meekins grabs his shoulder. So that probably explains the blood then. So then should I say it's the glove? You know what I should do? You know what I should do right now? I should save, but I can't save, sadly. So it's the glove? I'm gonna say it's the glove. I'm gonna say it's the glove. It has to be, right? How much did it cost them to animate this, do you guys think? 3D animation is expensive, chat. Alright, I'm gonna say the glove. Let's try it, and I'll save right after. And if I get it wrong, that's fine. Okay, present. Here we go. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this!
Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about it. What could it mean?
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, yeah.
Whew, I almost walked right into the defense trap.
I'll place him under arrest, sir.
Alright, here's what I'll do. I'm gonna save before things start going horribly wrong. Probably gonna lose some judge points, but I don't care. Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. It is the blood, you think? Play video again? Very well. Let's try this again. Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point out your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us.
I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out the problem in the video? This is the first time I've had to do that. Okay, it's just this dialogue again. Alright, because what does the glove have to do with the identity? Because, I don't know, he could have fingerprints on the glove or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're saying it's the blood. I don't see how the blood changes anything though, but I'll try it. I'm willing to try anything. Let's give it a go. The thing that's strange about this video would have to be this.
Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes.
Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think this through again. Now what do I do? Play video again? We gotta try again, chat. It's not the glove, it's not the glove, it's not the blood. Well, what else could it be? Alright. Let's see. You gotta watch this damn video over and over again. Okay, so he's walking. Glove falls out. Maybe, is there something... Let me see. A-Dee, are you sure there's something wrong? There's something wrong with the video? No, I'm not, but... Could it be the knife? Well, I just feel like... Found at the crime scene, wrapped in defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Well, I just feel like, why would it give us the option to choose something out of the video if there was nothing in the video that's... suspicious, you know? Why does the video keep playing? Why does this music keep playing when I, You have to mute. I'm working on a channel share. Why does the video keep playing music when I pause it? Okay. Alright. Anything suspicious. Cuts his hand. Meekins attacks. He throws Meekins. Good luck. You're not gonna help? Where does he go? Maybe the knife? That, I mean... Where does he go? Like, when... But how did the blood get on him then? Oh, you meant... Okay, gotcha. Huh. There is a handprint on the kid? On the kid? Oh, on the blue badger? There is! Is that relevant though? There is, yeah, there is. I can see it. It's on his cheek. Like right here? I don't think that's relevant though. That could just be gumshoe. Oh, but that would be a good thing to dust later. We gotta remember to dust it later. He opens the locker. Probably the clearest shot of his face right here. I don't know, you can do fingerprints now? Not right now. You can't take this music anymore? Wait. What, you think it's the glove again? Look at his hand. It looks like AI made Meekins. How did the print get into the thing? We tried the glove though. It wasn't that. Yeah. I'm using half the info though. Okay. I remember there was a thing that said something about... I remember somebody said something about a particular color appearing above the lockers that prove if somebody was them. Oh! Oh, because the locker light is already on. It's already open. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? No one else is named Officer Meekins. A-Dee, I don't get it. Why is it playing the music now? So they were saying something about how the locker light turns green whenever somebody accesses it, but all the other lockers' lights weren't on at all. So it was already open. As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. You don't get it? Well, he's explaining it now. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Chat, can this section be over? This music is killing me. I might have to put my own music here in a bit if it doesn't change. Okay. It was already unlocked? Yeah. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little earlier. Play that old school Smash. I kind of want to, but no. Well, because if it's already open, like their fingerprint opening, right? But it's already open, so that means the person who opened it didn't need a fingerprint to open it because it was already open. Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Wow.
Order! Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. Do you get it now, New VV, or... But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. Okay, so what does all this mean? Well, all we were proving right now was that the person in the video wasn't necessarily Goodman, the person murdered. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked.
Oh, I know. I must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction.
Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? But he tried to stab someone? Yeah, but he wasn't... The point of all of this was to prove that that person wasn't Goodman, the person that was murdered in the end. What does the time of the locker opening have to do with the identity of the stabber? Maybe he yelled self-defense, then he has the reason. Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, Maybe something like jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Something else? Oh, God. Yeah, I thought so, too. There's got to be another clue somewhere in this footage. Chat, we're going back to the footage. No!
Very well. Let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please.
Oh, okay, I'm not doing this. Hang on. Hang on. I have to listen to this. But, chat, hang on. Hang on. We're changing. Here, I'll put that music New Vivi requested. Oh, wait. I can't play it. No, because it's linked to... No. I can't. Chat, you have to hear it. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I can't. I mean, I can, but... Okay, whatever. It has to be the glove then. Either the glove or the blood. It is the glove? A-Dee, no? I'm so sorry. My ears? It's okay, we'll get through this quick. If it is the glove. If it is in fact the glove. Please be the glove. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Oh, I got it! I most definitely got it. 100% I got it, please. Oh, and also I just figured out how I could do the sound thing I was trying to do just now. But I guess for next time.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. I often fall out and roll with great distances.
Damn it, it won't let me finish it. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. Oh, is he like suggesting that maybe the glove was like jammed in between the locker doors and that's why it was like the light was still on? What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
Oh, chat. You are spared. You're spared of the music. That's literally what I said. That explains? Yeah. Now it's quiet now. This white thing wasn't inside... Phoenix, it's a glove. This white thing? What do you... This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck behind... It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie...
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
Are these people... I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense...
Chat, you're all spamming the glove.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
Chat, what was it? Oh no. Oh no, chat. What could it be? Maybe it was the shoe? Chat, maybe it was the shoe. Chat. Or perhaps maybe this phone. Chat, OMG, the phone, chat. What could it be? Okay, come on. The shoe, the shoe. The shoe. Okay, I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It was a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victims opening the locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. This court is so stupid. Actually. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Order, order, order!
So,
are we to believe then the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
do not be misled. Misled? Measled? Do not be misled? Do not be misled? No, misled. I'm dumb. Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think that's the first time I've seen that word written out. The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility, and nothing more. Misled, yeah, I got it. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. Measles. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir? Me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is that a joke?
Very well. Begin your testimony.
Another testimony, chat. No. Meekins, just tell the truth from the start. Mystery Man... number 2? Wait, what? There... Oh, we got the truth team theme, chat.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card.
Oh, that's it? You hungry? Chat.
An ID card record, I see.
I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. We don't know who this 7777 person is. The ID used at 5:14 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, hmm? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID.
I'm hungry now that you said. Now that y'all are saying it, I'm starting to get hungry. Chat, what have you done? We've got viral hunger.
However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why were there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is used only for storing certain special cases. Wait, don't ever... Because he popped the dad joke or whatever? Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were clearly up by noon.
Right. I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
You're not even a dad? You can still pop a dad joke even without being a dad.
Hey, there's one other thing that proves that that the man was Detective Goodman.
So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as a stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give you the V for victory sign, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that?
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Will making fried eggs around 11 p.m. wake up? That's a good question. All you have is chocolate? Is it at least chocolate with like some almonds in it or something? Almonds or whatever? Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out of in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 of the 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID card chokes me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Is Kinder Bueno? I got it like a week ago from some place.
Please proceed with your testimony.
When an ID card is used, there's record of it. You have chocolate because of Santa? Yo. Let it be noted that this is the record of the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
So it is, Your Honor. Uh-oh. Hey, maybe he's behind... Oh, God. Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him. You've got the wrong color, kid. A-Dee mailed you chocolate, Yoon? No! I've only mailed one person chocolate ever.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Edgeworth, it must be so difficult for him. Because you're Santa and all? No, I'm not. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his card. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled the knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he'd have to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked.
Everything stems from the contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is too far, obviously. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got.
Okay. Contradiction time, chat. Here we go. We gotta find a contradiction somewhere in the story.
Let's see. Time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Is that even true? $514. The time of our crime? Is this the autopsy report? Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay, so that adds up, I guess. Like the wormy grandma in the... Wait, what? Oh. I know what you're talking about. This jar hasn't come into play yet. Evidence locker... Goodman's lost report item? Wait, what is this? Oh! Is this a report that he lost his... Wait, what is this? Wait, what is this? Lost item report from Bruce Goodman, but it doesn't say what item he lost. And it looks like he started writing his ID but screwed up or something? A half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. Past case of Edgeworth, block back to that. Huh. Might need some help here, chat. Wait, what? Okay, that happened. Okay. The heck? Was allegedly dancing in the evidence room at the time of the murder at the police department? Okay. What are we looking for? We're looking for some sort of contradiction within his testimony right here. So he says, there's one other thing that proves that Detective Goodman, to enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had used his ID card. Somewhere in that, there is a contradiction with the evidence that we have. The problem is in the ID. Check the record. Okay. I hit the wrong button. Hang on. I always hit the wrong button. If he lost it, how did he use it? Well, that's what... I don't know if he lost it. Because I was looking at this. Goodman's lost item report. I don't know if it's relevant here, but it doesn't necessarily... It's half finished. It's not even finished. But apparently he lost something, according to this, and he was reporting it. Oh, but maybe he didn't finish it because the item he lost was the ID, and he stopped at ID because he couldn't write his own ID because he forgot it because he didn't have it on him. Could it be this? Could it be this? He died? Okay, use it? Alright, okay, hang on. Let me save first before so I can still save scum. I'm gonna try it, though. Let's see. Oh? Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good at waiting, sir. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Yo, chat. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
A lost item report? It's only half completed.
There are two crime scenes? Nuvivi. Come on. Yes, there's two crime scenes. One in Edgeworth's car, like in Edgeworth's trunk, and the other one in that evidence room. What happened to the parking lot? They're the same. I'm pretty sure they're the same. Somehow, Goodman died in the evidence room, and his body appeared in the trunk of Edgeworth's car in the parking lot, and that's what we know. But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, right? Can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order, order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order, order, order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime... Oh crap, we're getting a breakdown, chat! The man in the evidence room, Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at the single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. Well, of course it doesn't. That is... Well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content to be pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
Defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So
the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murder being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! Ah, crap. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
the activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to?
We call to the witness, Ada Wong. Sorry, Bones, to tell you, but the Ada Wong fangirl is not in the chat today.
However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana... Am I the Ada Wong fangirl? I guess you are today, yeah. Never mentioned that name in this chat. Object? Wait and see, what do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Let's object! So Meeks didn't see who it was? Meeks saw somebody. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked it right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. But you don't know who stabbed them? I don't think anyone knows right now. It's quiet. Wait, what? I'm half paying attention. What are we watching this back for? FNAF cam? However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. No clue? Just saying, if someone stabbed me, I would remember their face. True. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examinations into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. You have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. Did I win? This just might be my chance. Or, oh no, I'm gonna blame... Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor! The defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Who might you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Nothing in this case makes any sense. I'm telling you, the next game is way less tedious. I hope it is. I sure hope it is. It's probably... The cases for sure are shorter than this one, right? At the very least.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person, whom you would have to testify, what is his or her name?
Jake Marshall. I lost brain cells while watching this trial? Yo. You never play this game on your own? It's pretty fun, but... It's pretty fun, and the characters are great. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear him out on what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Oh, so this trial ain't over. It's not over yet, chat.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
Too much liking? You like the pew-pews? Cookie, it's really fun. This case is just... Yeah, nah, this isn't the best case, but it's pretty... It's different from the others, I'll say that. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called for Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. Haven't figured anything out. It sounds like she knows something we don't. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. It's P5R. There must be some filler arc, which is just not that good. How can you even be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Oh,
I guess I am. I'll come back later.
Oh, that's it? Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty, and on top of it, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
Oh! You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstances, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name? I'm getting tired. I leave out words. Oh.
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident? But Lana, that's... I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. The SL9 incident files? Am I meant to read all of this in 30 minutes? Here, you might do well to read them.
I can't believe you! The Chief Prosecutor were a witness in that case.
Miss Sky was a witness? Files from the Joe Dark killings, solved 2 years ago. I wouldn't say solved, but sure.
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Oh, what? Now that I've brought you your stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Who's Joe Dark? No clue. I don't think we haven't learned that one yet. Emma, but why? Why is your name in here? What? My name's in here? I don't know, unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that... The case is generally so forgettable? Really? It seems so in-depth, like it couldn't be forgettable. That's the classification number the police filed under it. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings. The Joe Dark? No, Lana! That's over with! No! Emma, wait. She ran away. She ran off? Who's gonna help me in court now?
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth. Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to those killings 2 years ago. This can't be just a coincidence. Knowing you just might be able to figure this out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck. I better take a good look at this file. Oh, crap. To be continued once again. Okay. It's too in-depth? Really? Like there's no big... Oh, okay. Glow sticks and water bottle. Wait, what? February 24th, 12:14 p.m. District Courtroom number 9. Don't lol ha 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 me. What the hell are you talking about?
The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
Emma didn't come back. Oh man, I might have to take a drink because my judge voice is getting wrecked. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. There he is. Who allowed him, Bev, in the courtroom? What's that about? Witness, please state your name and occupation. You think you'll leave now? Your brain can't keep up? Oh, that's okay. I hope you have a good one. I hope it was somewhat entertaining to you at least. Even though if you man, it makes me sad cuz like it's a man. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Oh, but it is nighttime for you, so I guess that's fair. You do gotta go to bed, I assume. Maybe you'll go to bed, maybe you won't. We'll see. Please come next stream, this case isn't the best. Occasionally, helping the elderly cross intersections when needed. Yes, we get it.
Oh, I know! You're a patrolman!
As for my name, if you listen hard... As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. Why is it fruit punch? What? Is what for... You think he's drinking fruit punch? No, you're having a laugh. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. I do not want fruit punch, Jolly Rancher. Jolly Ranchers are top. Howling wind. I've never heard Edgeworth described that way before. Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct? Not when they're orange? Orange is the best flavor! What are you on about? Orange is great! It's like when you open up a Starburst and you throw out all the yellow ones because yellow Starbursts are filthy. According to the papers, partner.
What do you mean?
A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. You hate Starburst? Oh no! Nubibi! What is wrong with you people? Starburst is good! It's so flavorful! But you know what? It does make sense. Because I do think American candy... Like, whenever people from, like, foreign countries try American candy, they always say that American candy is trash. Especially when it comes to chocolate.
Maybe it's best we get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime, in plain old English.
Witness testimony. Alright, Marshall, let's hear what you got. My job was to keep a wary eye on that bone orchard. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. Well, you're Canadian. No, I understand, but like you have Starburst there, yeah. It's the texture. Well, I was thinking like, cause occasionally there'll be like some ingredients in American candy that that they don't use in the same type of candy in other countries and stuff. If I remember right, I was at a street side saloon at the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Well, we know that to, you know, not be true, but we'll see.
I can't say I particularly care for your attitude.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, about the fingerprint-activated locks on the evidence lockers? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickeys are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not that good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses. Now don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? We're both in North America? Chat Blue Raspberry is the best, no questions asked. Is it? I think it's pretty good, but the best?
This one seems like trouble. Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours.
Stop saying random vague stuff before I find your home. What? My job was to keep a wary eye on the bone orchard. Alright, we gotta press everything. How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing moved in the security camera monitor. That room's so still. Even time dies in there. I was just a caretaker who entered? What? Entered the recordings. You interred them? Videos of nothing ain't that useful. When the time would come, I'd erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. That seems like a short amount of time to do that. We play Mario Kart? What? Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So, in actuality, you didn't actually enter the evidence room? They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperados I know join the police force.
So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime...
Just between you and me, I didn't set foot in the evidence room that day.
There was a rubber glove stuck to the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that?
Sorry, partner, I can't say I do. I haven't been in that crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Said I was supposed to make around 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Okay, besides the room, they're protected to security systems. Sorry guys, I couldn't help it. Oh no, Navivi, what? You used to be a detective, so you've used the evidence room in the past, correct? Of course. Back in the day, my locker was a goldmine of evidence. And yet you didn't know about the fingerprint locking mechanism. Who blocked your chat? Did you accidentally say something that shouldn't be said? Sorry, partner. I ain't good with machines. I couldn't even tell you how a bike works. That's quite, incredible. The sensors on the locker handles cannot be seen. It's well known that some of the detectives are unaware of their presence. Now that he mentions it, Detective Gumshoe said something like that too.
At any rate, it doesn't seem that this is relevant to the crime. Can you tell us what you were doing when the crime took place?
Yeah, he is a mod. If I remember right, I was at the Street Side Saloon at the time it went down. What were you doing in the place like that? I was eating sketty. Oh god, sketty. I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel steak lunches can beat that parlor's Vongole sepia pasta. You don't like cowboys? I said something about the cowboy dude's hand slipping? Oh, Nuvivi, you said something that shouldn't have been said, maybe.
Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles?
Not at all. Not all desperados eat tacos, partner.
That's not what I meant. I hope this has at least taught you a lesson.
That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says, "Did you not want a raise this year?" I'm just an innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Spaghetti your favorite? It's not my... Well, it's pretty good, but not my favorite. Out of ammo, Officer Marshall? That's right, partner, or as you'd call it, evidence. If you plan to pin me to this crime, then you'd better draw. Otherwise, you're just wasting my time. My steel horse is waiting to carry me back to the West Sunset.
One thing seems clear. Despite being responsible for guarding the evidence room, the witness doesn't appear to have seen anything.
Texans don't take orders from anyone. Everyone knows that. Apparently your superiors don't. Okay, I have a trump card up my sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I better up the ante. Crap! Okay, so what do we have that is evidence besides this? I'm gonna save. So, because it seems like Phoenix doesn't want to use the fingerprints just yet, but I can't think of anything else to tie him to the crime. Let's see. Rubber glove, evidence room floor plans, good, nope. That's not relevant. It has to be, there's nothing else. I think it has to be this. But which statement? Street side saloon by the time it went down. I'm just an innocent traveling man. You two and your old people slang? What do you mean? What are you on about? Said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Let's try it. Nope. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement?
I'm not sure I follow.
I clearly contradicts, I thought...
You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled.
Okay. I think that won't make any points with the judge. Okay. What? How can I link him to the crime without using this? Unless it's this. But I don't think it is. New Vivi! I need ideas! Help! Let's see. Files for the Joe Dart killing solved 2 years ago? Check. Victims. Okay. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witness Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Executive investigators. Head investigator Jake Marshall. So Jake Marshall was a head investigator. You think it's the prince? It can't be the prince. I used the prince already, and Phoenix said a quote that he didn't want to use the fingerprints just yet. Like if I go to the last statement, if I remember right, it was street saloon at the time it went down, just an innocent traveler. Let's see. He says I have a trump. He says he has a trump card up his sleeve, so I'd best keep my cool. Before I use it, though, I'd better up the ante. That's what he says. So he doesn't want to use it yet, apparently. I think that's what that means. Supposed to make the rounds 3 times a day. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. Did you press on everything? Yes, I did press on everything. That's the first thing I do. I'm just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Maybe I present it here? Let me try it. Yay! It was the fingerprints! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? If it wouldn't have been that, I would have probably reloaded the save. After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime. And yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. He's really confident. But so am I. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene. Or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of the crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds, about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene.
This Jolly Rancher so bad you hate it? The blood was wiped away, however. A luminol test clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there isn't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall? About the blood-stained fingerprints?
Very well. You may begin your testimony about your fingerprints, found at the scene of the crime.
Alright, let's hear what he's got to say. By the way, I just realized I'm about to hit 2 hours. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in that evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? See, I had nothing to do with it. He seems pretty confident, but so did others.
The witness's explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt.
Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
This guy's hiding something. I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Alright, let's see what you got, Nick. Because I don't think I have anything. Bloodstained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be found in that evidence room. Press. That's because you... How did you put it? Pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine.
What? What do you mean?
I mean what I said. Okay. That's a locker I used when I was a detective. The locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if it were my prints. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprints data was never removed from the locker's programming. Must have been using the fingerprints lock all this time without ever knowing it. Okay, Marshall's fingerprints found on bloody handprint on Marshall's own locker. The print had been wiped. Interesting. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. So then, what about the bloody handprint? Wasn't mine. It's no mystery.
Please explain.
My locker is covered with my fingerprints. It's just so happened the murderer touched the locker where my fingerprint was by chance. The chances of that happening are a million to one. On the contrary, one could argue just the opposite. The chances of that not happening are a million to one. Get one thing straight, partner. You ain't gonna get no reward from me with this mere fingerprint. And you want to know why? The bloodstain and the fingerprint are completely unrelated. Unrelated? They're as different as night and day. Kinda like cereal and cereal. One's got to do with breakfast, while the other is a type of murder.
He's right. Although seemingly alike, they're totally different.
I don't see why homonyms have to do with this. I don't see what homonyms have to do with this. Or didn't you know the murderer was wearing gloves? How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, though to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was found on the Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too.
So what that would mean, the murderer, wearing gloves, happened to place their hand on top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint.
That's the only logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? The seal of blood. In the desert, it's just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. Oh, do I have to look at the tape?
This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, continue your testimony, Officer Marshall.
Too bad it wasn't me in that video, right, partner? I bet it... What do you mean by that? You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? If so, that video is the only direct evidence you have. But that video is next to useless. It's full of... Ah, crap. It's full of blind spots.
Blind spots?
Places you can't see. The camera's panning back and forth and the floor isn't shown. If someone's familiar with the camera's position, they could leave the room without being caught on tape. We don't have time for your speculations, Mr. Wright.
Well, Mr. Wright, if you can show us evidence in the video that indicates Officer Marshall was present, please do so now.
Where'd all your chocolate go? You got missing chocolate? Show evidence or no evidence in video? I'm gonna go with show evidence and hope that it's there. Very well. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. I'm gonna...
Now then, let's have another look at the video.
Saving right now, chat. Here we go with the video again.
Show us this incriminating evidence.
Oh, crap. Oh, Alright. Could it be somewhere on his locker? No. His locker doesn't look suspicious at all. So maybe it's not the locker. You know? There's no way. What is it? Or what do you think it is? There's the glove falling down. I'm gonna watch the full video, because maybe something changes that I didn't notice before. Okay. Never mind. Oh, new preview. I thought you were onto something. Every time it pans to the left, like, I want to look. Okay, he's down. Okay, alright, wait. There might be something different when it pans back to the left here. You're sorry? It's fine. We'll figure this out together. Look at that! Was that there before? Was that there before? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this guy a... Is this guy a div? You noticed that earlier? I'm rewinding right now. Oh, so it wasn't there! It wasn't there! It's not there! I thought it was just part of the case? So that happens after... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. Wow, we figured that out all on our own. That's awesome. Bringing our attention back to the security camera is a mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. The days are short in Texas, and so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. The key lies in the certain locker shown in the video. Holy. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. Oh,
that locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe.
Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. Spreading misinformation? Yeah, it definitely wasn't there.
Oh, the white cloth, it's gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall?
When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away.
Order, order. It would seem that's the only...
Hold your horses. Sorry, partner, but you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. Of course it does! The murderer needed to hide something, so he opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault he happened to choose mine. Oh, because he doesn't know about the fingerprint thing. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? This guy isn't just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker. Oh yeah? I'll call your bluff. You say I opened that locker? Now prove it. Easy, this. Only assigned prints can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Right? Fingerprint sensor? Oh, he's sweating! We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? A-Dee, you won't be able to finish the case today? You don't think so? Is it really that long? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh, what is he biting? What is that? What was he biting there? No, I remember there's more investigation. Oh, I didn't read it. No!
No!
Well, I didn't read it. I was looking at chat. I'm sorry. What did he say?
Order, order, order! Witness, explain yourself!
If this is a joke, it's the worst I've heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What is he biting? I don't know what that is.
Ole, please answer the question.
What is he now, a bullfighter? That's all right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure out the rest from here. He said what? No? Oh, okay, gotcha.
We can?
Have a look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall.
If that's so, then where was the witness?
It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. That's right, the only possible conclusion. It looks like jerky? Yeah, I guess it's so, but it looked like a part of his glove, maybe? To me, I don't know.
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
I can't save. Uh-oh. Okay, so the camera was probably like about here, right? Or no, it was here. Victim, killer. Do I just click on killer? Because is he the killer? Officer Marshall? Or, I mean, unless he was, like, tucked away in the corner or something. But I doubt it. I'll give it a shot. He couldn't... Unless he was behind... whatever. Officer Marshall was standing right here!
So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible as Meekins' warp theory.
Your chamber's empty, partner. Better reload. Crap. Now they're ganging up on me. Okay. I'm saving. I'm saving before things go horrible. How much health do I have?
Perhaps You should think a little more about where Officer Marshall was.
Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have been would be...
Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime?
Seems like you finally learned your lesson? Yeah. I can't even look at my evidence. I can't even look at the camera footage right now. I don't know, he could be tucked away in this little crev here, I guess. Maybe he... Far back corner? You think he was like here somewhere? Like hiding behind these lockers? Is he saying that Officer Meekins did see him or shouldn't have seen him? Or like what does he mean? Then who would the killer be? Guess we don't know yet. That or by the entrance? It's possible he was here. You know, like near his locker, but Meekins would have seen him and so would the camera. So it can't be anywhere, it can't be like anywhere here, right? Because the camera would have seen him. So I feel like it would have to be in this corner or maybe in this corner. Judd said there's no way he would have seen him. Oh, you know? It was... What was it? Behind the badger? Okay, so if the badger was standing here, assuming the badger was standing like right here, he would be here, wouldn't he? Assuming this is behind the badger, or do you think it's this little crev right here? Like, you think he tucked away himself in there? I wish I could look at the footage right now, but it's not letting me pull up the footage. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this little crev. Officer Marshall was standing right here.
So Meekins didn't notice him standing there. That's almost as credible.
Oh crap! No, I failed that. All right, let's look at the videotape while we're here. Okay. So the tape. Okay. I see. He couldn't. You feel like it's the badger? It couldn't have been behind the badger because both Meekins and the other guy walked behind the badger. I feel like it has to be the corners behind the camera, right? Okay. Okay, let me load the previous save here. Back corners, yeah, behind the cameras. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, let's say I guess here. This is my best guess. Oh! Officer Marshall was standing right here.
No, so Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing there. It's almost as credible.
No, that's not it. Officer Meekins should have seen him in the evidence room. That means the only place he could have... So is he saying... Is Phoenix saying that Officer Meekins did see him? So then maybe the bottom right? If it's not the bottom right, I doubt it's the bottom right. I'll try it, but I don't think it's it. Marshall standing right here. Meekins almost as credible as... Okay, nope. Nope. Okay, I have a theory. Oh, I could have turned down the music. Oh, yeah, look at that. I found the setting, Lamau. Okay, maybe I tried the crev. I tried both corners. Maybe in here, tucked away in here, possibly, or back here. see. Standing right here. Weekends didn't notice I'm standing there. It's almost incredible. Okay. I'm running out of ideas. There's not much. Wait. Let me try one more thing, and then I have. Okay. I have a wild theory. Let me see. Let me see if somehow my theory is correct here. What if he was the Blue Badger or something? Officer Marshall was standing right here. So Officer Meekins didn't notice him standing here. That's almost as credible. Oh, come on. Really? Oh, nope. Load. I don't know. It could be anywhere in that room. Wait. It can't be this, can it? Is the guy dressed as Goodman? Officer Marshall was standing right here.
There? But that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was.
Correct. Unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Oh! I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. Oh! The V and the K is referring to... Oh my god, the V was referring to... Okay, victim and killer, but it was swapped around because... Okay, alright, that makes sense. Not really. I believe the victim in this video is Officer Marshall. It was you who dressed up like Detective Goodman. But that's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Your battery died? Was it the Badger? No, it wasn't the Badger. It was the guy. It was the other guy. Not Meekins, but the other guy. Once he saw the man's face, he knew for sure. May I point out that Officer Meekins did not know the Detective Goodman. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. The victim? Yeah, the victim. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his card, sir. Yes? And how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. Something about that officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it?
Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it.
The answer is simple. He couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card.
Oh, I get it.
If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say about this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I was dressed up as the victim.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't see me complaining.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim?
Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. And I don't have Emma here to help me. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Mr. Marshall, you are not allowed to have food or drink in the courtroom? Actually. It looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. Wait till the third game? 17 whole mugs of coffee. That, you must be having a laugh. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics? Wait. For me, that would be what Maya used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise, but rather I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was opened in the first place?
What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been. Hey, it's Phoenix's dead mentor? What? Oh, you're talking about Mia? Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker.
According to defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime, and after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just what exactly is this piece of cloth?
Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Wait.
Very well, let's take another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth.
Saving. Gotta get the blood off his hands?
Please show us why the witness...
Oh, come on, I can never read. Okay. Okay. The music returns? Yeah, it does. So... Here. So I've got to show some sort of... Hang on, let me look at court record here. Does... Oh, what's this? Evidence room floor plans? Oh, this is where blood was found. A-Dee, do you know about objection funk? I do not. The only thing I can think of is the blood that appears on his hand. Or on his shoulder. And I would ask, does he walk away with that and that blood like disappears maybe? But because he doesn't show up at all, and then suddenly that shows up. So the only thing I can think of is maybe he wiped away the blood and like put it in his locker. But if he did that, there wouldn't be blood on the trench coat on the shoulder. And I don't know if there is, which is why I wanted to look at the court record. But I could try it just to see what happens. For some reason, you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman and enter the evidence room, though I don't know what to end yet. What? Yet. However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked. I think I got it right. And the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood.
A bloody white coat!
You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. The whole coat?
Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth?
Looks like I underestimated y'all. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. Meowworth! Oh, that's really good to hear. I'm so happy about that. We're in court? Yeah, we are. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now. Now would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it. All right. It seems the time has come. Uh-oh. Witness testimony, hopefully the last one. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID, and just like him, I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out and managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. Interesting. We're at this part. Are we almost done with this case? Wait. We are almost done with this case? You're telling me, not asking? Is that true? I would love that for that to be true.
So, the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand. Traces of a large quantity of blood were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Well, Meekins was bleeding, right? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Isn't there one more investigation and trial? Well, after this, I think we do Gant. Spoilers? Okay, I'm gonna press everything. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since the case was closed. It's going to completely end with the transferal that day. Not if I have anything to do with it. The incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When a case is closed, only a case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine. But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? That day was my last chance. That's why I stole Detective Goodman's ID just like him, planned to take out the evidence. Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. Meowworth, don't dox your... don't... Oh my goodness. The seafood was kind of good. Well, that's good. I hope you're coming around to seafood, maybe. Hopefully. Was it spicy? So, you did it to fool the security camera.
And the detective's ID card?
I stole that the morning of the incident. That's really why Goodman started filling out that lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's parking lot. Don't worry, that's not his name. Oh, it's a remake of it? Don't listen to A-Dee, he's used to being all mysterious. Well, there's some things that you gotta, not be so open about online. Innit? The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. Meowworth, Yoon was in the chat earlier. You should have seen it. It was awesome. Everyone was having a good time. It was cool. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. The hell is digital footprint? You missed stuff? You missed a lot. I wasn't expecting Officer Me. By the way, Nuvivi, did you ever get food? Or are you still starving? I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person, mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
No, you're not starving? Oh, that's good, at least. I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Actually. Anyway, he threw himself at me, and I ended up cutting him slightly. I'm sorry, it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? A-Dee, please? Maybe I can feed you? What are you gonna tell me? I'm spreading the illiteracy? Oh, did I say something wrong? With Monopoly money, Lamau. I don't know what to say.
So you knocked Officer Meekins out and
managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. So, you did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference, though. A security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, your bloodied coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
So what you're saying is, on that day...
A-Dee don't use Lamau right now? What? Deep fried shrimp? You got tempura? No. What did you get? There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So, you stole the evidence from the locker. Actually, no, I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor. You don't get it? I don't get it. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. I'm assuming Goodman came in, took the evidence, and then left. I think. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer? This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. You got sushi because I didn't want to blow him out of money? Sushi's pretty expensive though, from what I reckon, but since it's seafood, I'm guessing everything else was just more expensive, right? Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. It was crab sushi? Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing! Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get the answer I'm satisfied with.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
I can't forget the SL9 incident. You know why? But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? Lobster tail was 30? Jeez.
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room.
Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing I can say for sure is, he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murderers, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about.
What happened?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. For bundles, it was like 50-60 quid. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files. Okay. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the evidence. Okay, so... Quid? Yeah. No, I mean, she probably didn't play with Quid. Or they probably didn't play with Quid. No, he does. Pookie does know what Quid is, believe me. It's gotta be this. But it's probably gonna ask me for a page, right? Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know what you care so much about the SL9 incident, but just in case, I'm gonna save right here. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. What do you mean? What does who mean? I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. Quid is some sort of gaming thing, I guess? It's not. I explained it to you earlier. In a list of murder victims, Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. Whoa! He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
Don't tell me Pookie's British. No, Pookie's not British. He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the SL9 case before I did. A-Dee, you're British? I'm not. Don't worry. That's right. He was killed, and the case fell into your hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gent and the Deputy Chief of Police. Interesting. The group of detectives I was part of worked under them. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Whoa! Oh, is that Joe Dark? Joe Dark. My brother fought Dark and was killed. Then he is half? Who? Are you saying I'm half British? Because I'm not. Who is British? We don't know. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. The case was finally closed, at least according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dark. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight. That's it. That's your reason for your insane actions. There's more to my brother's death than what the records say, no matter how much you try to hide it. You can't fool me. A-Dee does it to sound like a gentleman.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
That was the last day of the SL9 case. Could be reported. He's got slang like a Brit? Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence. Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room. Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled. Yes, the mystery has finally been cleared up. Aw, Meowworth, really? No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happened by chance never cease to amaze me. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department. Chance? It's got to be more than just that.
So if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the real one.
Which in turn means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. Oh, come on. But wait, a verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial. Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today. But there's only one reason the defendant was not convinced yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of simultaneous murder at the police department. Seems to me This boy's got the draw on you, partner. You should have taken a picture of it. I don't know if that would have been cool, actually. But I mean, like, you know, take a picture of it with your phone and then, you know, send it through the Discord. If he would have been okay with it. All of the mysteries at the police department have been resolved. No doubt about it. Our sole murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Skye. And the testimony of one Miss Angel Star is completely inconsistent. What? If you have a response, make it a single word or less. I rest my case. By the way, I freaking watched like the first few seconds of the Ace Attorney anime or something on YouTube because I had to hear what their voices sounded like, and because I didn't know if there was spoilers in it, so I could only watch the first few seconds when they're like talking to the camera or whatever, and it's pretty cool. It was well animated and everything. Imagine if Edgeworth were freaky. Wright TV, yeah, I think that's what I watched, yeah. Where they're like talking to the camera, they're both sitting on a couch or something, and they're talking to the camera. He sadly doesn't play anime games. Yeah, they're sitting on the couch and like talking to the camera and saying, "Hey, this is our new thing, Wright TV or something like that." Yeah.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time disproving the alleged murder at the police department. But I can try to convince him? Chat, please. I've already been convinced. In a way, you'll know soon. There's no doubt what I proved today is true. The apparent murder on the security camera's tape really was fake. But I didn't realize there weren't too many spoilers, just a brief non-in-depth recap. Oh, really? That would end up proving Lana guilty.
Now then, the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
Oh? No, we're not done yet! No! Your Honor, wait! Emma's back! Emma? The defense has an objection! A scientific objection! Emma, what are you doing? Right? What do you mean, right?
Mr. Wright, are you this girl's guardian?
Your Honor? In a sense. Please, Your Honor, I'm asking you for 1 minute of your time. No. Emma, what are you doing? Please hear me out. Mr. Edgeworth, please. Wait. No, she's doing good. She's stopping. The judge was gonna... Okay, I'm understanding now. The judge was gonna declare Lana guilty, and she's stopping it. Okay, I gotcha. I'm on the track now. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Marshall for a second, but no. Okay, I get it now. I don't want to have any loose ends. You want a minute? I'll give you 3. I was kind of in shock. I mean, finding out the SL9 incident referred to the Joe Dark killings. Now that she mentions it, the names of both Sky sisters were in that file. But that's when I figured it out. I mean, what Officer Marshall was trying to do that day. So I knew this fingerprint had nothing to do with the crime. That left only one thing, the other handprint. You mean the traces of blood found on Detective Gumshoe's locker? This case is almost done? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Imagine if Phoenix Wright were freaky and instead of pointing his finger at
But no fingerprints were found on it, right?
But but fingerprints but I figured if I examined it scientifically, I'd be sure to find a clue. So I ran over there and looked at it again. She entered the police department's detective room for serious murders and they let her in? So, did you find something? I'll see if he will play Ace Attorney if he can take a chance. What? Oh, you're talking about... Oh. No. Huh? Sorry, I guess I'm not much of a scientific investigator after all. Is that all? Please don't be mad. I'm just a high school student. And I'm just an attorney. But Mr. Wright, those traces of blood are the only clue we have. If we can't find something wrong with them, please, Mr. Wright, You're a professional. If anyone can save Lana, it's you. Me? Oh boy.
Time's up. Now then, Mr. Wright. With regard to the incident at the police department, does any reasonable doubt remain?
It appears the defense is troubled by the other blood mark. Looking at the floor plans, a handprint was discovered around there. Is there a problem with this? Mr. Wright, I'm sorry I can't be of more use, but still, if you can't find anything wrong with that blood mark, Lana will be...
Please answer my question, Mr. Wright. We don't have all day.
Yes, Your Honor. If I've ever needed to concentrate, it's now. Bad news? You need to go and grab something you accidentally left? No! Are you serious? At the restaurant? Or at... What could be wrong with that handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker? Could there be something I'm missing? There has to be an objection. There's no problem, I object. I object, I guess. This handprint left at the crime scene clearly shows a contradiction. Bye, Meowworth. I'm sorry to say, but the stream will probably be over by the time you get back. The only thing that seems clear is you're grasping, Mr. Wright. You've been staring pretty
intently at those floor plans. Tell me, is there a problem with them?
Yes, this is strange. Take a good look at these floor plans. Something is missing. Missing? You mean something hasn't been drawn on there? Yes, something that, when drawn, will completely change the meaning of the blood mark. Oh, come on. What? Do you know, Navivi? Because I don't.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply trying to buy time. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Hang on. I'm gonna save.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
With all this evidence here, there's got to be something I can use.
The question is, which item can prove something is missing in the floor plans?
Okay. So one of these items proves that there's something missing in the floor plans. The vase, maybe? Should I try it? As they say in back west, even a blind man can hit with a buckshot. That is, so long as he's facing the general direction. It seems Mr. Wright's not sure which direction to face. It's no use. The more evidence there is, the greater the chance of me being wrong. Just calm down, Mr. Wright. Try and remember what the evidence room was like on the day of the crime. What is it that bothers me about this blood mark? Please, allow me another chance, Your Honor. I'll prove it this time.
Let us pray the defense isn't simply...
Okay, very well, Mr. Wright. With all the evidence... Okay. So I didn't lose judge points or whatever for that, so that's good, at least. Let's see. Only assigned to detective. Rubber glove, extremely thin. Scene of stabbing. Pool of blood there. A-Dee, are you going to play the first case of the next game? It's really quick. Well, I'll probably play it when I get to it. I'm not gonna play it anytime soon, if that's what you're asking. Could it be this? The Blue Badger was allegedly dancing in the evidence room at the time of the murder at the PD. It's the only thing I could think of. Ideas? Let's see. Found at the crime scene. I want to look at the video again, mate, because maybe the video, I don't know, I can't hear anything. You can't hear anything? You got your volume off? Wait, then how did you hear me asking for help? Okay, let's see. Dude walks in. There's the junk. Um... Nothing. I might have to just guess every single one. Because I don't... Unless this, like, shows something definitive. And I don't think it does. Something's missing in the floor plans. I mean, unless it's like a trail of blood, like footprints or something? I don't know. I'll try this. Because I guess I could try them all, right? Because there's no penalty for it. So I might as well try every single piece of evidence. Let's try that. No. One at a time, chat. Here we go. Glove, maybe? You think? Let's try it. As they say back west. Oh! Wait. No, this is... Yeah. Okay, this is... Okay, so it's not the glove. What have we ruled out? Can we rule this out? Okay, we did rule it out. So it's not the glove, and it's not anything in the last slide, I think. Let me take another look here. I doubt it's this. It's not the urn. This, maybe? I love Phoenix yelling, "Take that!" over and over again and getting it wrong. I've tried the videotape, I've tried the files, I've tried the urn. I haven't tried this, but I'll try it just to get it out of the way. It doesn't look like it's right. Okay. So, it's nothing on this page. It has to be... We try the glove. Floor plans, maybe? Nope. We'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. Alright. It's not gonna be that. I doubt it. Screwdriver. Oh! Maybe that? No. Dang. Okay. It's not the fingerprint set. Maybe this? As they say back west. Nope. Please don't be soft lock. We're not. There's no way. There's no way. You're scaring me. There's no way we're soft lock. There's no way we're soft lock. The blade? As they say back west. There's no way we're soft lock. No, stop. It's not possible. Victim's shoe? Could it be the victim's shoe? Nope. Well, we're running out of the first page here. It's not the photo, so... Goodman's note, maybe? Nope. Nope. But you're scaring me, Navivi, now, because... What if we are soft lock? The blue badger, maybe. Oh! What about that piece of plywood? The blue badger, mascot of the police force. Defender of truth, guardian of proof. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Please look at the floor plans of the crime scene. The blue badger is not there. So, watch what happens when we put him in. This is where he was dancing at the time of the crime. Really? Well?
Well, what?
Ah! That's right. So long as the Blue Badger's dancing here, it would be impossible to place a handprint at the spot on the locker. Oh! Well, he wasn't pressed up right against the locker.
What?
He wasn't, but it wasn't pressed up against the locker because two people walked behind it. Two people had enough space to walk behind the Blue Badger.
So that means, just exactly what does that mean?
It means it can't be done.
What are you saying? Blood traces were undeniably found on the locker.
Don't look at me, I didn't put it there. Mr. Wright, think it through scientifically. Emma, on that afternoon, Officer Meekins was the only one who brought the Blue Badger to the evidence room, right? After you put it down, it would be impossible to leave a handprint on that locker. So, that must mean this blood mark was left there before the Blue Badger was brought in.
Just one moment! I will not allow such far-fetched balderdash in my courtroom.
It may sound far-fetched, Your Honor, but it's the only possible explanation. On February 21st, in the police department's evidence room, blood was spilled not once, but twice. But how? One time was captured on this tape, taken by the security camera. Officer Meekins cut his hand, from which a trivial amount of blood fell. The problem is, the other time... Balderdash? Baldur's Gate 3? No, it's just old people slang. I wouldn't know anything about that. This is assigned to start romancing vampires? Does that happen in Baldur's Gate 3? Someone bled prior to the struggle shown on this tape. It had to have been. It had to have been Detective Goodman when he was really murdered. That's ridiculous. I refuse to accept your absurd claim. So the murder portrayed in the security tape has been proven to be fake. However, that doesn't explain the blood mark found on the locker. So then, assuming this murder you purport really happened, when did it take place? Chat, should I uninstall Genshin? That is a decision for you to make. I don't think any of us can make that decision. I demand you show evidence that proves when it occurred. When did the first incident occur?
To summarize, the defense claims that prior to Officer Meekins being cut by Jake Marshall, who was posing as Detective Goodman, another incident took place in that evidence room.
That's right. The blood mark on this locker proves this.
Very well, then tell us, when did this first incident occur? As Mr. Edgeworth said, proof must be presented.
I don't think Pookie plays Genshin. Maybe. I'm sorry to inform you. Proof that shows when the murder took place? There's only one piece of evidence that can show that.
Now then, will the defense please present this evidence?
Okay, save time, chat.
What shows when the first crime took place?
Okay. The first crime... Could be that, maybe? What's this say? Okay, that doesn't show a time. There's no way it's a screwdriver. Oh, maybe this? Somebody who entered at 420? Maybe that's it. If the crime took place inside the evidence room, then the killer would have had to enter it. And in order to do so, an ID card would have been required. So it was that 777 person. Clearly the best option is to play Blue Archive. Callum Connors, by any chance, did you catch the Game Awards last night?
An ID card! Oh, the ID card report.
Officer Meekins brought the Blue Badger panel into the evidence room at, let's see here, 4:50 p.m. I guess you couldn't have caught it because it was really, really, really late.
If the crime took place before that time, then it would be 4:40 p.m. Miles Edgeworth, just what have you done?
I fell asleep earlier because waking up at 2 a.m. leaves you tired. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I was just wondering because in it they showed like, I think it was like some DLC for the Honkai Star Rail game you were talking about the other day. And me and Meowworth were watching it. I never figured you had the nerve, boy. Drop the act, witness. It doesn't take a lot of thought to figure it out. It couldn't have been me. Nope, I ain't getting it.
I'm afraid I don't understand either.
It's clear from the luminol test that the blood was there. However, when the second crime took place, both Officer Meekins and Officer Marshall failed to notice the blood. Yeah, you had to leave? Yeah. Very sad. But you don't play it? Yeah. I really wish you could have been there with us to the end. It was pretty cool. That means the blood from the first crime was wiped away by the real murderer. I would have had just 10 minutes to murder the victim, carry his body away, and clean up the blood. Unfortunately, that's physically impossible. Callum, can you romance vampires in Blue Archive perchance?
That would mean the crime must have taken place before Mr. Edgeworth entered the evidence room.
Let's look at the chart again. There's only one other card number remaining. 77777777. Talk about a lucky number.
But wait, that doesn't make sense. How could Detective Goodman have entered the evidence room?
Since there's no record of his card being used beforehand, he must have entered along with the real murderer. What are these irrelevant games everyone is saying are so popular? Nuvivi, Pal World is not irrelevant. I'm telling you, it would blew the Pokemon games out of the water. I swear. That's the only plausible explanation. He went in with 7777.
Mr. Edgeworth, please look into this ASAP.
What is Pal World? Whatever. Pal World. P-A-L. Pal World. How do you not know what Pal World is? It blew up. Everyone was talking about it for like a week. And it just exploded. And there was a whole thing with Nintendo and like them suing because it was like a ripoff of Pokemon. Like, how does someone not know what Pal World is? It's like, it was so popular at the time. I never played it myself, but like everyone heard of it. Why are you so pressed? I don't know. It's just because, like, it's like if somebody said they didn't know what Minecraft was.
Find out whose ID number is 777777.
That's 17 too many, Your Honor. Unfortunately, I'm unable to look up the owner of that ID card, at least at present. What? Pal World looks like an Ark ripoff? It kind of did, yeah. From watching the trailer last night, yeah, it did kind of. A-Dee now understands how I feel. Explain yourself, son. The ID number 7777 belongs to someone with a rank of captain or higher. Someone who is so-called executive officer. You don't have the authority to inquire into such a person's identity. But that's ridiculous. Just how? I'm not finished talking, Mr. Wright. There's one situation in which we can be granted such authority.
If an official charge filed against an executive is accepted,
an official charge? You're all alike, aren't you? With your cover-ups and your forgeries, that's how the prosecutor's office operates. Callum, if there isn't any vampires, there's no way I'm playing it. I take pride in my work, Officer Marshall. I would appreciate it if you keep your slander to yourself. Slander, is it? Okay. Let me ask you a question. Yes. No, not you. To her, the defendant sitting over there. Your own little executive. Lana? Don't be stupid. She's charged with murder. Of course, we've looked up her ID number, and it's not 7777. Don't play me for a fool, partner. That's not what I wanted to ask about that incident.
The SL9 incident.
Pookie, are you poaching my chat? Answer me this, Chief Prosecutor. In that trial 2 years ago, did you really only use legitimate evidence? Ooh. Oh, she's on the stand now! Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him fine, Mr. Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, we felt powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana, I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law.
Defendant, just what are you saying?
I'll ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look at me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did?
Chief Prosecutor, you didn't...
I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana, even if it involved forging evidence. What does poaching mean? What's happening? Flashbacks? See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No!
Order, 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 order!
Holy crap, this is so long. Lana's remarks caused such a stir. Oh god. We'll have to wait until the following day. To be continued? Okay. Okay. I think that's it. I think I'm calling it, chat. I've been going for 3 hours now, and that seems like a perfect stopping point. But, so I guess Lana caused quite a stir in the courtroom, and now we have... Yeah, good place to stop. Yeah, we gotta figure out what's happening. So I'm on day 3 investigations. So it doesn't say final day, which I'm kind of sad about, but it's been like 4 streams. I know. But hopefully the next stream is enough. Hopefully it ends in the next stream, and then I can start the new game that I've been wanting to play since like forever. But thank you all for coming out and watching. It has been absolutely fun. It's been great. It's been really good. I've had even though you're saying it's not a good case, I think it's still entertaining. It's still good. It still has like drama and action and all that stuff that the rest of the Ace Attorney streams or the rest of the Ace Attorney cases tend to have. So it's pretty good. I think it's still good. I don't think it's like it's not the worst case. Like, do you be honest with me, Nuvivi? Do you really think this case is worse than the one of the what was that called? The anime, the the what was it? The one with salmonella in it? What'd you say? No. Do you think this case, the one we're playing right now, do you think it's worse than the one with salmonella in it? The one with the on the movie set and all that? Do you really think it's worse than that one? Cause I don't think this one is that bad. It's just long. It's like it's tedious, you know? Silver Samurai, thank you. I could not for the life of me remember. Honestly, yes? Really? Is it because of the length of it? Alright, it's fine. It's too drawn out? It does. It certainly feels like it. But anyway, thank y'all for coming out. It's been an absolute blast hanging out with y'all, and I will see you next Saturday. So, I guess the Steel Samurai one was classic. Bye! Bye, everyone. Bye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.